Dear students, welcome to the today's class. So today we are going to solve some more problems on tangents and normals. So today's first problem is, if the tangent at any point on the curve x power 2 by 3 plus y power 2 by 3 is equals to a power 2 by 3 intersects the coordinate axis in capital A and capital B, then we have to show that the length AB bar is a constant we have to show. So, had you observed the problem with the previous problem? So, in yesterday's class, the similar thing we learned. He had given the curve is different here when comparing with the previous problem. So there is also intersecting the coordinate axis at A and B. So on that problem he had discussed about what the ratio in between PA bar is to PB bar. So that is a difference case. So here in this problem he is asking about to show that where the coordinate axis are where the tangent line is meeting to the coordinate axis, the length of AB bar must be constant we have to show. So let us we explain the problem with this diagram. So this is our function. Okay, what is our function? X power 2 by 3 plus y power 2 by 3 is equals to a power 2 by 3 he had given in the problem. Okay, so now this is the tangent line. L is equal 0 at any point he had given. At any point he had given. Small difference is that in our previous problem, at any point means we have taken a point that P of x1 comma y1, but instead of that in this problem we are taking the point in parametric form. So let us assuming that the point any point let be it as P of a cos cube theta comma a sin cube theta we are taking. Okay, so on that specific point we are having a tangent line L is equals to 0. This tangent line is meeting the coordinate axis at A and B. At A meeting the coordinate x-axis and at B meeting the coordinate y-axis. So as usual we learned that if suppose this OA bar is small a units, the A point must be what? A comma 0. If suppose the OB bar length is small b units, the B point must be what? 0 comma B. As usual, this line equation L is equals to 0, we are going to take it in the form of what? As previous, x by A plus y by B equals to 1. So this is what now? Intercept form. So we are going to find the tangent line L is equals to 0 to the given curve at this particular point in which form? Intercepting form. You may ask some doubt here. This point how we are taken it as a cos cube theta comma a sin cube theta. So it is in the parametric form. This point will satisfy this curve. If you substitute this x coordinate in place of x and this y coordinate in place of y, it would satisfy the right hand side value. So this point must and should lie on this curve. So then only we have to take these type of points. Okay, so we will solve this problem in some different manner here. Okay, so we are going to find the dy by dx with these point. In our all previous problems we had found the dy by dx with the given curve equation, but in some way somewhat of variation in this problem we are solving dy by dx from this point. Okay, so if you have any time, just you have to substitute this curve equation, it will satisfy. Okay, I have taken directly. So going for the solution, the given curve equation is, what you are given, x power 2 by 3 plus y power 2 by 3 is equals to a power 2 by 3. Okay, now let p of x1 comma y1 is equals to p of a cos cube theta comma a sin cube theta be a point on the given curve equation. So let, you may take it as x comma y also, no problem. So in what is our x coordinate? That implies our x coordinate is what now? A cos cube theta. And what is our y coordinate? Y is equals to a sin cube theta. Okay, or you may take it also x1 comma y1, no problem on that. So how we are finding the derivative of it? We know how we are finding about these two points. These two are in terms of thetas, so we have to derivate these both the functions with respect to thetas. So now derivating with respect to theta on both sides, what I would get, dx1 by d theta is equals to a into what is it? Same as we done in our previous classes, the same function here also, in terms of what? X cube, x power n, means what it is? N into x power n minus 1. So 3 into cos theta whole power 3 minus 1. Again you have to derivate d by d theta of what now? Cos theta. What is it? Cos theta. So what I would get, 3a, 3 minus 1 means it is what? Cos square theta into derivative of cos theta is what? Minus sin theta. Minus sin theta. Therefore dx1 by d theta is equals to minus 3a sin theta into cos square theta. So now we are moving for this function. So what I would get here also, derivating with respect to theta on both sides. So dy1 by d theta is equals to a into same 3 into sin theta whole power 3 minus 1 into d by d theta of sin theta. Are you following? So what I would get, 3a sin square theta into derivative of sin theta is what now? Cos theta. Therefore dy1 by d theta is equals to 3a sin square theta into cos theta. So what I got, dx1 by d theta is equals to minus 3a sin theta into cos square theta. dy1 by d theta is equals to 3a into sin square theta into cos theta. You know that I have to find dy by dx. Here what dy1 by dx1 I need to find out. To find this, what I have to take? You have to take the ratio of these two. Means what you get? dy1 by d theta is divided by dx1 by d theta. So d theta gets cancelled, remains the same thing. So what I would get here? 3a sin square theta into cos theta by minus 3a sin theta into cos square theta. So here, as we done previously directly, so square cancels with this sign, cos theta cancels with this square, 3a gets cancelled, minus what you remains here, sin theta by cos theta you remained here. So dy by dx at p you got this value. Okay, so means it is what, minus sin theta you got. No problem, minus tan theta you got. So you have to kept it like this same only, no problem. It will be easy for the simplification. Therefore the slope of the tangent to the given curve is m at p is equals to minus sin theta by cos theta. Now we are finding the equation of the tangent line. The equation of the tangent line passing through the point P of a cos cube theta comma a sin cube theta and having the slope m at p is equals to minus sin theta by cos theta is L is equals to, as we know, y minus y1 is equals to m at p into x minus x1. So it implies y minus y1. y1 is what now? A sin cube theta is equals to m at p. m at p means it is what? Minus sin theta by cos theta into x minus x1. x1 means a cos cube theta. Okay, so now this cos theta goes this side, means what it is? So what we have, y minus a sin cube theta is equals to minus sin theta by cos theta into x minus a cos cube theta. So we have to make this tangent line in the form of what we said, x by a plus y by b is equals to 1. In this form we have to make it. Means what it is? At the left hand side, x term by denominator plus y term by denominator. Y term means what? With the coefficient 1 we have to take it as. In this form we have to make, and at the right side we have to make it as what? 1. So look at here, this simplification is very important here. So I am not taking this cos theta to this side, I am taking this sin theta to this side. What I would get, just observe, directly you will get the simplification. Means what it is, sin theta will divides here, so 1 by sin theta into y minus a sin cube theta is equals to minus 1 by cos theta into x minus a cos cube theta. So means here we are directly got what now, y by sin theta. Okay, y by b we got here, minus a sin cube theta by sin theta. Means what it is, a sin square theta is equals to, similarly here also, minus x by cos theta, minus of minus plus a cos cube theta by cos theta. Means what it is, a cos square theta. So I am bringing this minus x cos theta to this side. So means it is what, x by cos theta plus what we have in the left side, y by sin theta is equals to, I am bringing this one to this side. Already what we have, a cos square theta, if it is come this side, plus a sin square theta. So means x by cos theta plus y by sin theta is equals to, a is a common term here, remains what, sin square theta plus what now, cos square theta. So means x by cos theta plus y by sin theta is equals to, what we got, a into this one is what now, 1. Are you following or not? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is what now, 1. So what I am doing now, I will divide this equation by a. So what I would get, x by a cos theta plus y by a sin theta is equals to a into 1 by a. Are you following or not? And dividing each term by a. Okay now. So what I would get, therefore the tangent line in the form of intercept I got now, x by a cos theta plus y by a sin theta is equals to, a gets cancelled, 1. So this is our required tangent line. Okay, are you following or not? So from this, what is this, this is what now, length of the x-intercept. This is what now, length of the x-intercept. Okay, are you following or not? Don't confuse that the point we have taken there, a of a comma 0 and b of 0 comma b. So this a is different from this a. Okay, just we are assuming it as a. Okay, are you following or not? So this a indicates the denominator term of x, and here this b indicates this term. So that implies we got the a and b points here. So a of a comma 0 we got here, a of a cos theta comma 0, and b of 0 comma b is what now, b of 0 comma a sin theta. Now we have the A point on the x-axis, and this is what now the B point on the y-axis, where the tangent line is intercepting the coordinate axis. We successfully got the A point and B point, and we need to show this AB bar value, the distance between these 2 points. We have to show it is what a constant, means what it is free from x term and y term, and as the parameters here given, that must be eliminated. Okay, so what is our formula to find out the distance between AB bar is equals to under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So I am substituting these values in this equation. So what I would get, x2 means what it is 0 minus a cos theta whole square plus y2 means what it is a sin theta minus y1 is what now 0 whole square. So that is equals to under root of, so what is it, a square cos square theta plus it is what now a square sin square theta. So now it is under root of a square is the common term, same one, a sin square theta plus cos square theta. Okay, so means under root of a square into this value is what it is 1. So that is equals to AB bar is equals to under root a square we got. Therefore AB bar is equals to small a. So this value is free from theta. So we can consider it as what now, constant. So what we had proved, where the tangent line is meeting the coordinate axis, the distance between those 2 points is what now, constant, we proved. Now let us observe this problem. Show that the equation of tangent to the curve root x plus root y is equals to root a at the point x1 comma y1 is, we need to show it as what now, x into x1 whole power minus 1 by 2 plus y into y1 whole power minus 1 by 2 is equals to a power 1 by 2. We need to show that. So let us observe this problem with this diagram. This is our curve. What is our curve? Root x plus root y is equals to a. So let us say I am taking any point on the curve is what now, p of x1 comma y1. If suppose this is the tangent line, L is equals to 0 drawn at this point to the given curve, this tangent line we have to show that it has what now, x1 whole power minus 1 by 2 plus y1 whole power minus 1 by 2 is equals to a power 1 by 2. We have to show that this one. Okay, so although we require to find what now, tangent line equation, so that we require to find what now, slope of the tangent line equation, so that we require to find out now dy by dx. So the given curve equation is, what is the curve equation here given? Root x plus root y is equals to root a. To find out the dy by dx, so I will differentiate this equation with respect to x on both sides. Differentiating with respect to x on both sides. Okay, so now root x derivative is what now, 1 by 2 root x plus root y derivative. So here the function is not in the x terms, so first you have to derivative, means what it is 1 by 2 root y. So here in place of x we have y. Okay, so into we have to derivate once again the y. So dy by dx is equals to root a is what now? Constant. So constant value is what now? 0. From this equation I could get which one? Dy by dx. So 1 by 2 root y into dy by dx is equals to what? I am taking this term to right hand side, minus 1 by 2 root x. Okay, are you following or not? Now from this I could get a dy by dx value. So dy by dx is equals to minus 1 by 2 root x into this term will goes that it will be reverse. Means what it is? 2 root y goes in the numerator and 1 goes in the denominator. So 2 gets cancelled. So dy by dx is equals to what I would get? Minus root y by root x. Okay, now let p of x1 comma y1 be any point on the given curve. That implies the slope of the tangent line to the curve at p of x1 comma y1 is m at p is equals to dy by dx at p. That implies m at p is equals to what is our dy by dx? Minus root y by root x at which point? P of x1 comma y1. Therefore the slope of the tangent m at p is what now? If I substituted the x1 y1 values in the dy by dx, so I could get this equation that minus under root of y1 by under root of x1. Now the tangent line equation. The equation of the tangent line which passes through the point p of x1 comma y1 and having the slope m at p is equals to minus root y1 by under root x1 is L is equals to y minus y1 is equals to m at p into x minus x1. Okay, now y minus y1 means it is what? y1 itself. M at p means it is what? Minus under root of y1 by under root of x1 into x minus x1 means it is what now? x1. So by cross multiplication, root x1 into y minus y1 is equals to minus root y1 into x minus x1. Okay, so now what I would get, multiply root x1 into y minus root x1 into y1 is equals to minus root y1 into x minus of minus plus root y1 into x1. Same, we are making this equation in terms of same intercept form, means what is x term to the left side and constant to the right side. So this is the x term, so I am taking to it this side, means what it is root y1 x, so minus, here you would get plus, so here what we have plus root x1 y, so already what we have here is the right side root y1 x, if this comes this side will become what, plus, means what it is under root x1 y1, so it is what now x1. Okay, are you follow? So now at the right side I am taking the common of what, root x1 into root y1, I am taking this common. Okay, so here root y1 is there, root x1 is taken common from x1, so remains what, root x1, so remains what, root x1. If you multiply again it, root x1 into root x1, x1, root x1 whole square, means what, a root square and root gets cancelled, remains what, x1 into root y1. Okay, the same manner. So here root x1 is there, from y1 root x1 is taken common, here you would get root y1. Can you follow? So left side what you have, under root of y1x plus under root of x1 y. Okay, I am dividing each term by under root of x1 into under root of y1. So what I would get, just you observe, under root of y1 x by under root of x1 into under root of y1 plus under root of x1 y by under root of x1 into under root of y1 is equals to under root of x1 into under root of y1 into under root of x1 plus under root of y1 by under root of x1 into under root of y1. So here root y1 gets cancelled, x by under root of x1, what do you remains, x by under root of x1 plus y by x1 root x1 gets cancelled, under root of y1 here remaining. So these two terms are getting cancelled, remaining what, under root of x1 plus under root of y1. So this is the equation number 1. Okay, now at p of x1 comma y1, the curve equation is, what is our curve equation, root x plus root y is equals to root a. That implies this curve must and should satisfy this point, this curve must and should satisfy this point, means what is, in place of x I could substitute x1, in place of y I could substitute y1. So what I would get, under root of x1 plus under root of y1 is equals to root a. This is equation number 2. So from 1 and 2 I am substituting the second equation in first equation. So means what is our second equation, root x1 plus root y1 is equals to root a. So that is the term in our first equation's right side. So the right side term of the first equation would be what now, root a. Okay, so it can be written as what? X by x1 power root means what it is? 1 by 2 plus y by y1 power 1 by 2 is equals to what it is? A power a power 1 by 2 you got. So while this denominator goes in the numerator, it would become what? X into x1 power minus 1 by 2 plus y into y1 power minus 1 by 2 is equals to a power 1 by 2. Therefore, the required tangent line equation is the required tangent line equation is L is equals to x into x1 whole power minus 1 by 2 plus y into y1 whole power minus 1 by 2 is equals to a power 1 by 2, which this is our required tangent line equation. So now we are going to discuss some important concepts. Means what? I am going to discuss about what? Length of the tangent, length of the normal, length of the subtangent, length of the subnormal. These four concepts I am going to explain it by this diagram. Okay, so clearly you have to observe it. Okay, so now first this one is what now? X-axis. It is what now? X-axis. Okay, so this is our curve y is equals to f of x. Y is equals to f of x is the curve. So here we had drawn at this point P. What is the P point? A comma f of a. Okay, this is the P point. At this point I am drawing the tangent line. This line is what now? Tangent line to this curve, and this is what now? The you well known about it. It is what now? It is perpendicular to the tangent line. Means what it is? It is what now? Which line? Normal line. Which line? Normal line. Okay, so this is the tangent line, and this is what now? The normal line to the given curve. Okay, at which point P of a comma f of a. Okay, one more thing I am doing here. I am drawing the one foot of the perpendicular line to the x-axis from the P point. This PM bar, what I would say, this PM bar is called as the foot of the perpendicular. What is the foot of the perpendicular? M. M is the foot of the perpendicular line. So I am drawing this one. Okay, wherever this y coordinate is what now? F of a. So this PM bar length is also what now? F of a. Are you follow? Now coming to our topic, this one PL bar. This is what now? Which line it is? Tangent line. Which line it is? Tangent line. This PL bar is called what? Length of the tangent. What do you call it is? Length of the tangent. When you are going to find the length of the tangent, so you are going to find this length. What is that? This from P to this L, where this tangent line intersecting the x-axis. So this PL bar is called what? Length of the tangent. This is the first one. Okay, now the second one, length of the normal. So in the same concept here also, from the P point, where is the normal line is intersecting the x-axis, means what it is? PG bar. PG bar is called for what? Length of the normal. What is it? Length of the normal. So whenever you are going to find the length of the normal, which one you are going to find? It is PG bar you are going to find. Okay, this is the second one. Now the third one, length of the subtangent. Length of the subtangent means what it is? Where the tangent line is intersecting the x-axis, from that point the perpendicular drawn from the P to the x-axis M, the length between these two means what it is, LM bar is called for what? Length of the subtangent. So when you are going to find the length of the subtangent, you need to find out this LM bar. Are you following? Right now. This is the third one. Now the fourth one. Fourth one means what it is, same concept, from the normal line intersecting the x-axis, from that point where is the perpendicular drawn to the P point to the x-axis, the distance between those two is called what now? Length of the subnormal. So this mg bar is called for what? Length of the subnormal. Okay. Now whenever this PLM angle is theta, then MPG angle is also what now? Theta. Okay, already we learned it. Okay, so these two angles must be equal. So here you are finding the two right angled triangle. What is that? PLM is one of the right angle triangle, and one more is what now? PMG. These two right angled triangle. So I am going to find PL bar means what it is, length of the tangent, first one. The second one, PG bar, that means length of the normal line. And the next one, LM bar, length of the subtangent. And here what, MG bar, length of the subnormal. Okay. So although we well known about what, whenever you have a curve equation y is equals to f of x, so you are able to find this value. What is that? Slope of the tangent. Slope of the tangent dy by dx. What do you call it is what now? M at P. Are you following or not? So in our geometry, M at P means which theta? Tan theta. M at P means which theta? Tan theta. So which trigonometrical ratio is available for us? Which trigonometrical ratio is available for us? Only tan theta. It is directly we can find whenever the point is given and the curve equation is given. These two are given. We are able to find out what now? The one trigonometrical ratio, that is what now? Tan theta. It would be easy to. So we are well known about what? This tan theta. Okay. And we are well known about what? This PM bar. It is what now? F of A. By using these two values, we are going to find all these four values. Okay. First one, length of the tangent line I am going to find. Length of the tangent line means what is? PL bar I am going to find. This PL bar I am going to find. For that I am finding the cosecant theta value. What I am going to find? Cosecant theta value from this right angle triangle PLM. So what is the cosecant angle of this right angle triangle LMP? So cosecant theta is equals to, cosecant theta is what now? Cosecant theta is what now? Hypotenuse by opposite side. Hypotenuse by opposite side. What is our hypotenuse in this triangle? PL bar. PL bar by opposite side is what now? PM bar. So what do you require? PL bar value require. So we are finding each and every related to this PM bar. Why? Because we know the value of this PM bar value. Okay. So PL bar means what it is? Length of the tangent PL bar is equal to, we got what now? PM into what now? Cosecant theta. Okay, are you follow? So that means PL bar is what now? Length of the tangent line. So PL bar is equals to PM bar is what now? F of A. F of A it is. What is it? F of A. So now what we have? Cosecant theta we have here. Okay, are you follow? So I am replacing this cosecant theta in terms of tan. So cosecant theta is equals to what I could write here? 1 plus tan square theta by tan theta. 1 plus tan square theta by tan theta. So what is our tan theta? What is our tan theta? Tan theta is what now? F dash of A. M at P. M at P is what now? F dash of A. So tan theta can be replaced in terms of what now? F dash of A. Therefore PL bar is equals to, what is it? F of A into under root of 1 plus tan theta. Tan theta means what it is? F dash of A. F dash of A means what it is? F dash means it is what? Derivative of A. Derivative of the function at the point A by tan theta again means what it is? F dash of A. So this is the formula to find out what now? The length of the tangent. What is the formula? F of A into under root of 1 plus F dash of A whole square by F dash of A. This is the formula to find out what now? Length of the tangent. Now length of the normal I am going to find. Length of the normal I am going to find. So length of the normal is where? This is the length of the normal. Means what it is? PG bar I am going to find. So that I am using this right angle triangle. Which right angle triangle? PMG right angle triangle I am using. From this I could get which value? Secant theta value. So what is our secant theta? PG by PM bar. What is our secant theta? Hypotenuse by adjacent side. Hypotenuse by adjacent side. So in each and every we are correlated with what now? PM bar. PM bar value is well known. So I am going to get a PG bar. PG bar means it is what? Length of the normal. So PG bar can be written as PM bar into sec theta. So PG bar is equals to PM bar means it is what? F of A into sec theta. So now sec theta is replacing in terms of what? Tan theta. So secant theta is equals to what I could write in tan terms? 1 plus tan square theta. So therefore PG bar means what it is? Length of the normal. What is it? Length of the normal value is what now? F of A into under root of in place of secant theta I could replace what? 1 plus tan square theta. So tan theta means what it is? F dash of A. So I could write it as what? 1 plus F dash of A whole square. 1 plus F dash of A whole square. So this is the formula to find the what? Length of the normal. What is our formula? F of A into under root of 1 plus F dash of A whole square. This is to find out the length of the normal. Now length of the subtangent. Length of the subtangent means this one. Means what is? LM bar I am going to find. So I am taking this right angled triangle. So it would be directly I can find. Means what it is? I have to find this one and interrelation in between these two. Interrelation in between these two means what it is? I am getting what? from this triangle PLM, I am going to find which trigonometrical ratio, tan theta I am going to find. What is it? PM bar by LM bar. So I require what now? Length of the subtangent means what it is? LM bar. So LM bar is equals to tan theta goes in the denominator. So PM bar by tan theta. So I know the tan theta value and I know the PM bar value. What is our tan theta? F dash of A. As here we mentioned, PM bar is what now? F of A. So LM bar, length of the subtangent is what now? Direct formula is what now? F of A by F dash of A. This is the formula to find out what now? This is the formula to find out what now? Length of the subtangent F of A by F dash of A. Now the last one, length of the subnormal. Length of the subnormal means what it is? This one, mg bar I am going to find. So I would take this right angled triangle. Here also direct angle. From this right angle triangle PMG, I am going to get what now? Tan theta. Tan theta is what there? mg bar by PM bar. mg bar by PM bar. I require length of the subnormal. Length of the subnormal. mg bar I require. mg bar is equals to PM bar into tan theta. So therefore length of the subnormal mg bar is equals to PM bar is what now? F of A. PM bar is what now? F of A. And tan theta is what now? F dash of A. So this is the formula to find out the length of the subnormal. So I will repeat the formula. 4 formulae, very important formulae. So this is what now? PL bar, length of the tangent formula is what now? F of A into under root of 1 plus F dash of A whole square by F dash of A. And this is length of the normal PG bar is equals to F of A into under root of 1 plus F dash of A whole square. Length of the subtangent LM bar is equals to F of A by F dash of A. And the last one is length of the subnormal mg bar is equals to F of A into F dash of A.